One day only! Until next time. Ha! Play, play, play! The one and only, Witches and wizards, feast your ears! Next performance, Diagon Alley! Ha! Play, play, play! One day only! Until next time. Witches and wizards, feast your ears! Next performance, Diagon Alley! The one and only, Lock! Very generous, thank you. Ha! Play, play, play! One day only! Until next time. Next performance, Diagon Alley! The one and only, Lock! Ha! Play, play, play! Witches and wizards, feast your ears! One day only, until next time. The one and only, Lock! Ha! Play, play, play!
I do enjoy the magic leap. Never find much to buy, but Timothy Teasdale is
Witches and wizards, feast your ears! Next performance, Diagon Alley!
Let's go! Go! This place has seen better days. Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade? Away! Slow down now. There we go.
Sebastian, a lost relic from a catacomb which requires a dark sacrifice.
I know how it sounds, but if this can help you, it's worth the risk.
Does Ominous know about this?
He helped find the scriptorium where we discovered Slytherin's spellbook.
Very well. If Ominous will be there, I'll meet you. We don't have much time. Solomon wants to leave Feldcroft.
What? Leave? Never mind. You need to stall him. Buy us time, Anne. Please.
I shall do my best. I'll be in touch.
Solomon can't take Anne from Feldcroft. Where would they go? When would I see her?
Sebastian.
I can't believe my uncle wants to leave Feldcroft. Anne's going to stall him. She must. We need time.
Time? For what?
I've learned more about the relic. I cross-referenced Slytherin's spellbook with everything in the library on relics and dark sacrifices. That's when I realized something. I believe the relic will only work inside the catacomb.
We just need to get Anne to the catacomb and work out how to make a dark sacrifice.
Our biggest hurdle may be convincing Ominous. And we'll only give this a chance if he's on board.
And we have to keep all of this from your uncle. If he goes to the headmaster, we could be expelled.
Let me handle Ominous this time. As for my uncle, he's not an Auror anymore. What he doesn't know, well, won't hurt us.
Do you think your uncle would tell anyone at the ministry about all of this if he found out?
If he found out, I doubt he'd go to the ministry. He didn't part ways with them well, from what I understand. He won't say, but I believe his strong aversion to dark magic has something to do with his time there. Anne thinks he once decided to fight fire with fire, so to speak, and resorted to using an unforgivable curse and fight against dark wizards. At least that's what she thought she heard. When he realized what his job had led him to become, he left rather abruptly. So, I'm not sure he'd go to the ministry to report on his own family using dark magic now.
Good luck with Ominous. Until we meet again.
I shall let you know when the four of us should meet at the catacomb. Look for my owl. See you soon.
If it isn't the fastest Ravenclaw.
Hello, Imelda. So, another trial?
Of course it's another trial. And you'd better be taking part.
So, what? You finally scared everyone else away?
Oh, I have plenty of challengers. They're just not very good. No one sets records by wishing for them. And I need strong competition to stay on top of my game. Are you going to try to beat my flying record or not?
Strong competition? Could that have been a compliment, Imelda?
Go ahead, believe what you want. Makes no difference. Compliments make people soft. No one goes round telling me I did a fine job. Do I care? No. I say I'm the best and that's all I need. So please, try to beat my record, 5th year, and don't be disappointed when you lose.
Now's not the best time. I'll see if I can come back later.
Fine. Come back when you've gathered your nerve.
Revelio. Lumos.
I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
If she knew more about what you've done, I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
I'm sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer, but I think it bothers her to this day that she did not see my father's death coming. She misses him, as do I. So I believe on some level she understands my need to seek justice in a small way. But that does not mean that she likes it.
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my, that is a good question. In theory, yes. Although he would worry as my mother does. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for good, no matter how ruthless the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
I need to look for a unicorn with a beautifully bright coat. It sounds as if she's in trouble.
Look at it go! Tips in the hat, if you please. New instruments are expensive, you know. A nut, a sickle, a galleon. I could use some gold. Tips in the hat, if you please. New instruments are expensive, you know. Spare a nut, a sickle, a galleon. I could use some gold. Come now, don't be stingy. New instruments are expensive, you know. Tips in the hat, please.
Arranshire is so much lovelier without all the spiders.
Come now, don't be stingy. New instruments are expensive, you know. Tips in the hat, please. Spare a nut, a sickle, a galleon. Come now, don't be stingy.
I wonder what Merlin would think of a wizard.
Hello. Mind you don't turn quick. If you're stuck with...
Hello.
Welcome to Brood and Peck. I'm Ellie Peck. And before you ask, I'm out of a Braxton hair. The lot of it was bought up by a trader in Ottery St. Catchpole. Made me take it in person, they did. No care that I had to shut the shop. Apparently had a bad experience with someone shipping them hair for my Wampus cat. Must have been someone from America, no doubt, because we don't even have them here. Anyway, what are you here for? Mooncarved fur? Derrickle feathers? Always have trouble collecting them myself as the bird keeps disappearing. Cheeky thing. Used to carry them in the shop, Derricles. But people kept asking for their money back when they'd get home and the blasted things would be nowhere in sight.
I can imagine that would be rather frustrating.
There's worse. Trust me. Most of the suppliers of whooper feathers may as well be living in St. Mungo's. Not surprising, I suppose, the cry in those things. Oh, but such marvellous feathers. Almost worth going mad for.
Sounds like stocking your shelves comes with some hazards.
Truer words never spoken. Used to carry beasts themselves. Good business it was, but had it up to here with parents grumbling. Not my fault if the little ones caught a flea of an easel. Ooh, you should have heard them. No, best with byproducts. And I do like to make sure the beasts are safe and well cared for. Couldn't guarantee that with some of these prospective owners. Now, why don't you have a good look around? Stocks change all the time, and not just because they disappear. Always best to pop in whenever you can to get things before they run out. Which they used to literally do.
Thank you, I will.
Take all the time you need. And thank you for stopping by. A treat to have you here.
What do you have for sale?
I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
I would much prefer to do my shopping in Diagon.
Never knew butterflies were attracted to treasure. I must have missed that one in Beasts.
Revelio.
Did you find my pointy pony?
Not a day goes by I don't...
Come in, look around, and if you've been eating chocolate frogs, please refrain from touching. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Only a hairy-hearted sod would cast Luthendo on a cow. Wingardium Leviosa makes light work, I always say. If something threatens me, first thing I cast is Protego. Expelliarmus can disarm a dark wizard, no doubt. But then what? Fleeing?
Did you find my pointy pony?
Come now. I could use some gold. Tips in the hat, if you please. New instruments are in. Come now. I could use some. Tips in the hat, if you please. Spare a canut, a sickle, a galleon. New instruments are expensive, you know. I could... Come now, don't be stingy. Tips in the hat, if you please. New instruments are expensive, you know. Spare a canut, a sickle, a galleon. Come now, don't be stingy. I could use some gold. Yes, new instruments are expensive, you know. Spare a canut, a sickle, a galleon. I could use some gold. Tips in the hat, if you please. Come now, don't be stingy. I could use some gold.
Did you find my pointy pony?
Hello, Mrs. Bugbrook. What was it you needed help with?
My friend Hazel is hiding in fear somewhere in the Forbidden Forest. She's a beautiful, bright unicorn. I was hoping you could get her somewhere safe, so she can heal. Did you find my pointy pony? Did you find my pointy pony? Did you find my pointy pony?
It might seem like harmless fun, but not when you've just had your hair done by a lively snake.
Keep them in check. He'll be minister for magic one day.
Godric Gryffindor was the greatest duelist in history.
But suppose much of my return depended upon how fast.
I'm the fastest one this side of your track. That young Otto Gilbert Gladwax does seem Still tales always make me wreck. My mother always taught me to keep my wand at the ready.
Oh, really? I've forgotten everything. The first thing I taught them was how to deal with what?
Hello, Hamora.
The young today aren't willing to put in the work to learn magic. Too busy with fizzing whiskies, if you ask me. The Ministry will pay for the way they treat their prisoners.
The island itself may be a prison, but the Dementors make you a prisoner of your mind as well.
It's a good thing we have auras, is all I'm saying.
You'd think knowing spells would simplify things. Never seems to work that way for me. We could use a few more house elves in my house.
The fella does it. Always seems to find the perfect one.
Hello, Mrs. Bugbrook. What was it you needed help with?
My friend Hazel is hiding in fear somewhere in the Forbidden Forest. She's a beautiful, bright unicorn. I was hoping you could get her somewhere safe, so she can heal.
Glad Clementine's finally lost her obsession with those infernal butterflies. Never quite got the hang of that one. Godric Gryffindor was the greatest duelist in history.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
Speaking of secrets, I do want to tell you why Victor Rookwood's after me. He's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock's after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig's asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps explain a bit about what we saw back at Horntail Hall. Of course, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. Even the centaurs won't know.
We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fine.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
Isn't moonstone all around us? Why retrieve one from a cave?
Knowing centaurs, I suspect he's referring to a specific moonstone. We'll likely know it when we see it.
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
If I want...
Hazel must be here somewhere. Oh, no, you don't. Revelio. Come on, Hazel. Everything's all right now.
matter.
I can take Hazel back to a vivarium now. I should let Madam... She's safe.
Thinking in terms of good and evil, merely thought we'd forget about that goblin helm you stole.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Did you find my pointy pony? Did you find my pointy pony?
Madam Bugbrook, I found your unicorn friend Hazel.
Oh, what a relief! Is she all right? Are you all right? Do you have a safe place for her to stay?
We're both fine. And I have a safe place for her at Hogwarts.
You've a kind heart, you do. I'm relieved and thankful that you'll take care of her. I shall miss my sweet pointy pony, but I know she's safer away from the poachers. Do give her a nice brushing for me, won't you? Take good care of Hazel now.
Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
What are we even doing here? We ought to be at the hospital.
Revelio.
Most gobblers in my family worked in the mines at one time or other.
I'll be unrivaled at the next course.
Revelio. A pile of gold. I must be on the right track. It looks as if the thief took more than they could carry. More gold. I must be getting closer.
Nothing over here.
Revelio. Confringo! Defender! Incendio! Revelio! Could it be a Merlin trial? Levioso! Confringo! Revelio! Confringo! Defender! Expelliarmus! Revelio! Confringo! That's that. Settled. Revelio. Revelio. I should investigate. Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Levioso. Wingardium Leviosa. Glacius. Revelio. Levioso. Defendo. Confringo. Incendio. Expelliarmus! Revelio! Lumos! Wingardium Leviosa! Levioso! Defendo! Revelio!
Enjoy suffering, do you?
I've never seen a sword like it. I won't rest.
Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo!
No!
Incendio! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Lumos! Crush! Levioso! Glacius! Levioso! Confringo! Defendo! Incendio! Revelio! Revelio. Niffler. It wasn't Catherine Haggerty after all. Revelio. Levioso. Revelio. Levioso. I have the Niffler. Now to look for the Haggerty family heirloom. Revelio. must be the Haggerty family heirloom. I have some good news, Mr. Haggerty. I unmasked your thief.
Nothing to unmask, was there? We all know that the thief was my sister, Catherine.
Actually, sir, the thief was a niffler.
A what?
You know, small, furry, pilfering. I followed it to its lair.
Catelyn was the only one who knew how to get into our homes, where to find our treasures. But I suppose, mangy little blighter. Well, if you found the niffler's lair, as you say, you must have found my heirloom.
As a matter of fact, I did.
Thank you. You don't know how much this means to me. Catherine's a disappointment for certain, but I never wanted to believe she was behind this. Now, thanks to you, I won't have to. What a strange world we live in. Suppose they can't send a niffler to Azkaban. At least I got my heirloom back.
Hello, nice to see you again.
You as well. What can I help you with?
I hear there's a goblin mine near here. Have you ever seen it?
I've been near it, but never in it. I could likely find some valuable beast products, but it's not worth the risk. Ranrock's loyalists are not ones to be messed with.
How long have you been living in Irondale?
All of my life. My sister and I were raised here. I stuck around. She had other plans.
What sort of products do you sell?
I sell all manner of beast products. I always found beasts interesting, and there's quite a market for them. Fancied I could make a profession out of it.
Just having a look around. Thank you.
Hello. It's good.
If it wasn't for you, I might still be caged up by those dreadful ashwinders. I will never forget your bravery. Hello. It's good to see you, my friend. If it wasn't for you, I might still be caged up by those dreadful ashwinders. I will never forget your bravery. Revelio.
Revelio. Settle yourself. You mean no harm. Who lived here, I wonder?
Hey, for your information, I received an owl from her just the other day. And as for her affection, I can assure you, it is well and bountiful.
Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio. Confringo.
You're the one who stole our hippogriff. You're about to regret that.
Incendio! What are you doing? Incendio.
Vendor that's passed through here. I never see it coming.
I'll not be your marionette!
You're the one who released our dragon. Scales yourself for that.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Totalis. Revelio. Leviosa. Assignment's all finished.
There's so much we don't know about beasts. So much to learn.
Excellent work today. Class dismissed.
I'll be... Can't say I'm terribly fond of all the dung in this class.
I take it you're ready to learn your new spell.
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
I will, Professor.
I will hold you to that promise. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead. Nice and steady wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile. Well done. Now, let us put it into practice, shall we? Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
Revelio. Bombarda.
Excellent wand.
Places.
Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control.
Bombarda.
Textbook execution. Bravo.
Professor, might I have a moment?
Yes. What is it?
I was wondering what inspired your interest in magical beasts.
Are you considering some sort of profession in the field?
I haven't decided quite yet, but I do find magical beasts fascinating.
You do seem to engage well with the beasts in class. I believe that when choosing a path, particularly of a scholarly nature, one must take into account both one's enthusiasm for a particular subject, as well as how one may best serve the students to whom one is obligated to both inspire and teach.
Of course, Professor. When did your path become clear?
I recall it quite vividly. It was the summer between my 6th and 7th years. I read in the Prophet about a wizard who'd been selling alchemy eggs and disappeared in the mountains near my home. I knew of the alchemy, of course, from my studies, but they are native to lands east of here, such as India. I wondered if it was possible that an alchemy could be so nearby. Hence, I went to find it.
What type of beast is an alchemy?
It is a spectacular beast. A feathered, winged serpent-like creature that can grow or shrink to fit a particular space. Its eggs are made of pure silver, hence the desire to trade in them.
Seems quite a challenge finding an alchemy in the mountains.
It was. After a few days, during which my parents grew increasingly annoyed at my absence, I found what little remained of the wizard egg trader. He was near a tree hollow, and there, inside, was a nest with 7 silver alchemy eggs.
What did you do with them?
Nothing. Beasts are to be valued for what they can provide for wizard kind. Protective clothing, potion ingredients, even wand cores. Only poachers see the value in ending a beast's life for galleons. I left the eggs alone. I hid, and moments later, the beast flew right over my head. Breathtaking. She then seemed to all but disappear as she shrunk to fit into the hollow.
That sounds incredible.
Indeed. I knew in that moment that I needed to understand all that I could about beasts and ensure that wizard kind learned to benefit properly from them. Now, I trust that I have answered your question. You would do well to continue your study of beasts, regardless of your chosen path. Beasts and all that they provide will vastly improve your life, and perhaps one day even save it.
I shall remember that, Professor. Thank you.